Welcome into Live in the Bay. We have a great show for you today coming up. Musician and rapper La Russell is giving fans an opportunity to take ownership in his music. We'll tell you how you can get in on an exclusive backyard performance with some long-term perks. Then the West Oakland Cultural Action Network is uplifting Black neighborhoods through grassroots activism. We're chatting how you can get involved honoring Black changemakers with their new walking tour. Plus, Comcast has partnered with the San Bruno Education Foundation. We'll learn about their efforts to close the digital divide and promote digital opportunities. And we'll chat with Shop the City about the summer fashion trends you can easily transition into the fall. Today on Live in the Bay. The Bay, so glad you could join us today. I'm Jessica Wills. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Hope you're all having a great week. We are so excited to be back with live shows. As you can see, we have an amazing lineup today with some fun guests, so can't wait to get to all of them. But before we do, let's get you caught up on any headlines that you may have missed with In Case You Missed It. The Jonas Brothers tour has been the highlight of social media, but not just because of the return. They've taken concert goers on a trip down memory lane with some of their guests, and the latest ones caused a bit of a stir online as the hit girl group Fifth Harmony hit the stage without member Camila Cabello. The group performed for the first time in 7 years at the Dallas concert this past Saturday. In an Instagram post, Fifth Harmony thanked the Jonas Brothers for having them and said that it, quote, felt amazing to be back. And on that post, Camila, who exited the group in 2016, left 4 heart emojis in the comments. Safe to say, there's no bad blood, at least not online. It was quite the controversy when Camila left the group, and you know, Fifth Harmony was really just at their peak, and so it was a big deal when they left. But good to see that she is giving them some love online and happy that they are back on the stage together. So much fun, Fifth Harmony fans. All right, the online controversy doesn't stop there. A new viral video has the internet split over the topic of homework, all because of Kim Kardashian. Take a look.
Don't believe in homework.
Oh, that's it. That's why I knew it was. You see about that? What is homework? What's homework?
No, but I'm going to tell you why. Because, like,
you gotta go home
kids are in school for 8 hours a day. When they come home, like, they need to also then do sports, have a life, spend time with their family. I think the homework should be left for, like, in school.
Kim, not a stranger to causing some controversy online. She said that in the live stream, and as we know, the internet can be merciless. Her comments took social media by storm. Kim went on to clarify that students should definitely do the work, but added it should be more of a teacher-guided process when it comes to certain assignments. So what do you guys think? I don't know. I don't have any kids, so I don't have to deal with, you know, doing the homework, but I've heard from other friends that some of these homeworks, even for kindergartners are getting sent home with hours of homework. So I know it's something that parents definitely have an opinion on, a very strong opinion on. And I know that it would really, it's not about the kids not doing the work. Kim kind of went back and said, we want the kids to do the work, but we know that the parents don't want to do it along with them. And some of the topics are like so complicated, so it gets really challenging at home. So I don't know, big controversy there in talking about homework and what kids and parents should or shouldn't be doing. All right, the changes keep coming for late night TV. Saturday Night Live is shaking things up with 5 new cast members joining the upcoming season. One familiar face from behind the scenes is stepping into the spotlight. Ben Marshall, who is already an SNL writer, will become a featured cast, along with a few other fresh comedic voices. This follows several high-profile departures from the show, marking the start of a new chapter. And the big question now, will the new crew keep the laughs coming? I don't know, I have faith. It's, you know, when you get a shakeup in some cast members, people feel very strongly about their comedians that they love, and of course we always love to see them entertaining us. But I like that some new faces are getting the chance to kind of come in and bring some laughs, and we know that SNL brings it every time, so I'm not too worried about the laughs, you know, not being there. They're definitely going to continue. All right, well, get ready to go back to the room where it happens. Creator Lin-Manuel Miranda announced the hit musical Hamilton is coming to theaters this Friday to continue the 10th anniversary celebration. celebration. This release is coming with some extras, including new interviews with the original cast and creators as they reflect on the impact the show has had on their lives. Here's the first look.
We fought with him. I died for him. Me, I trusted him.
Me, I loved him.
And me. What's your name, man?
Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton. And there's a million things I haven't done. But just you wait, just you wait.
Alexander Hamilton.
I'm so grateful you're here. Welcome to the show.
So good. I actually just saw this for the very first time last December. I went with my friend Taylor. She was just made me go watch the show, and hands down, I'm so happy that I went because it was just incredible. A little late to the Hamilton party, but wow, just what an experience. From the second the show starts, it's just action and dancing, and wow, you're just so in it the whole time. So much fun. I know that this is going to get just rave reviews, of course, right? And just people are going to be so excited to experience this again in the theater. So much fun. All right, well, wands at the ready. The new Harry Potter TV series from HBO is starting to fill out its cast of Hogwarts students and staff. And a familiar face is returning. Warwick Davis, who played Professor Flitwick in all 8 original films, will reprise his role in the new series. In the movies, Davis also played Griphook, the Goblin Banker, but this time he'll be sticking to just one character. The Harry Potter series is expected to premiere in 2027 on HBO Max. Exciting times there as well. All right, well, now on to our top talker. While I was away, Taylor Swift took over headlines and social media, announcing her engagement to Travis Kelce, breaking the internet, of course. The photos capture the moment Kelce got down on his knee in a rose garden, including a close-up shot of the diamond engagement ring, which has set the media on fire. The diamond is a style we could see an increase in demand for, called the old mine cut, popular from the early 18th to the late 19th centuries. It's an elongated cushion, this square, elongated rectangle cushion, also known as an old mine. So Travis Kelce helped design the ring, which many experts say is worth up to $5 million. I want to know the exact price. Is it just me? I want to know the exact price of this ring, right? And that's going to lead us right into today's question of the day. We want to know, how much should you spend on an engagement ring, and does the price really matter? Go ahead and scan that QR code on your screen, or head to Instagram and Facebook at Live in the Bay TV to send us your answers. Okay, I was talking with a couple people here today, and we decided, the answer for this is going to depend on who you ask. If you ask the female, I'm pretty sure that they're going to be quite okay with the sum of the ring being very high. But if you ask a male, they're going to think, what? How much money do we need to spend on this? I think that their average cost is going to be a lot less. So to me, I'm already married and I love my engagement ring. My husband did a great job. But I think in the end, it really just matters about the love and the bond that you share. And, everything else is just frivolous and extra. So, there's a popular TV series going on right now, and one of the ring that she got was tiny. It really didn't even have a diamond, and she was so excited about her ring just because she loved her fiance so much. So, I looked this up also, and just really quickly, the average cost of a ring in the U.S. is between $2,500 and $6,000. So I don't know, let me know your answers about what you think people should be spending on a ring. And while you do that, I'm going to send things over to get a check-in on this weather from Brady Brewster.
Overall, going to be a nice day across the Bay Area, but wanted to give you a look right now up in the Sierras. We're seeing quite a bit of smoke in Yosemite right now. That's because over the last couple days, we've had a pretty active start. And even today, we did see quite a few lightning strikes in this area. So thankfully, that won't be the case as much as we head throughout our afternoon. But with that active start yesterday and today, we had a few new fire starts. So as far as what our air quality and that smoke is going to do, lucky for us here in the Bay Area, we might get a little bit of degraded air quality, maybe a little haze, but I think in general, most of that smoke is going to stay a little bit closer to Fresno, heading to our northeast there. So as far as us here in the Bay Area, maybe a little bit of that air quality getting into our moderate levels, but in general, I think most of us, things are looking pretty okay out there. Highs, this will be the big thing, our cooler trend, and I say cooler. Temperatures going to be a few degrees cooler today, and then that trend continues over the next few days. So along the coast, mostly in those 60s, 70s in San Francisco. Our typical hot spots, though, still landing in those 90s. You'll see on our 7-day forecast here, we do get into those 80s for inland areas, mostly holding on to 70s for the next 7 days by the Bay. Coast in the 60s, then popping back into the 70s for the weekend.
Thank you so much, Brady. Still to come on the show, did you buy your ticket yet? LaRussell tells us about the perks of his $1,000 fan event backyard concert. And later, preserving cultural identity one event at a time. We speak with the founders of the West Oakland Cultural Action Network, learning more about the Black Liberation Walking Tour. All of that and so much more when Live in the Bay returns in 2 minutes. Stay with us. He's flipping the music industry on its head, all from his backyard. Rapper and entrepreneur LaRussell is offering fans a unique opportunity to be a part of his music with an intimate concert experience and long-term perks. LaRussell is joining me now to share a little bit more. Thanks for being here at Live in the Bay.
Yeah.
We're here. So happy to have you.
Gratitude.
Yes.
Mutual.
Tell me about this $1,000 backyard concert experience. What is it?
It's an idea that just kind of dawned on me from the universe. I wanted to do something special, something that hasn't been done, you know, something that's innovative hasn't been done since Nipsey did the $100 album. And I really wanted to serve my base, but I wanted to do it in a way where they get an experience that you generally don't get from an artist. And this idea just dawned on me, and it was in my head. It was almost stuck to me. I couldn't shake it off, so I had to bring it to fruition. And we announced, and we sold $250,000 tickets in 48 hours.
Wow, that's incredible.
Insane.
Insane. So everyone is so excited to be a part of this. And explain what this is exactly, because they're not just coming to the concert. There's some things that you're offering that they'll get to take part in and carry with them afterwards.
So everyone who got a ticket to this show, the major thing is they get lifetime access to all of the shows I throw in the future. So we have a thing called Gold Card members that I started a few years ago, and this is an extension of that. So anyone who comes to this show for the rest of my career, whether I'm in an arena or I'm at my house, they can see me for free.
Oh, wow.
On top of that, they get royalties in the live album when it goes to streaming. So every time we get paid from the album, they'll get paid. You know, like Lauryn Hill has an MTV Unplugged album from the 90s. Whoever owns that still get paid today. And that's how this will be. They get to have dinner with us, you know, intimate live Q&A, come and ask questions, direct experience. And we're going to be pitching this to Netflix and Hulu and Amazon. So everyone who got a ticket, I'm giving equity in that doc sale.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
This is like giving me chills. Why is it so important for you to kind of give back to your fans in this way?
Because they've given me so much. I'm able to live the life that I live and do what I love for a living because people show up and support me. So I think it's only right to have mutually beneficial relationships.
So, so cool. One thing I love about you, I was kind of talking with you before we came on camera, is your energy is just always like up here. You are always just so high energy, bringing the party, bringing the fun. You know, where does that come from?
Probably my mama and life, you know, like, I don't know, if I'm feeling good, I'm feeling good, and I don't like to hide it, you know. Yeah. If I'm feeling bad, then I'm feeling bad too, and I don't like to hide that either. Do you ever have a bad day? I feel like
yeah,
of course. I'm a human. I have tons of them, you know. I just I don't always display it outwardly. You know, I'm not going to make you have a bad day because I'm having a bad day. But yeah, of course I have bad days. I don't have bad days. I have days, you know?
We have days. But on the regular, I love just, you know, the vibe that you're bringing online at a performance. Like, you're always just such high vibes. And I love that you're, like, trying to spread that love and positivity to everyone.
It's necessary. It's very, very vital and necessary. For a long time, especially in hip-hop, we didn't get to see young black men smiling and loving and reaping the fruits of their labor.
Yeah, so cool. You are building so much, you know, off the stage as well. You're big entrepreneur, clearly you're doing things differently. You know, how are you able to do this just on your own?
I have a team and a community that really, really rallies behind me and supports my visions. And I take risks, you know, every day. I don't always win. Sometimes I throw shows and I throw events and I lose, you know, and I have to deal with that. And I have to go home and reconfigure and get with the team and see what we could do better. But I keep trying. I think that's the thing that allows me to keep winning is I keep trying. People just don't see how many shots I miss, you know. We celebrate the makes.
Yeah, that's a great example for you to, you know, be for everyone in the community. What is the message that you want to leave to anyone out there who is trying to do something different and, you know, get out there and make a name for themselves? What advice would you have?
Be authentic as possible. There's nothing worse than waking up every day and having to be something you're not, and having to present that to the world and live in that, because it's going to drain you. It's going to drain your spirit. It's going to drain your energy. It's going to drain your soul. So it's vital to just be authentic and find something you love and live in that. You know, if you're the corny kid, live in that. Embrace that. If you're whatever that is for you, like, really live in that and embrace it, and you'll find community that agrees with that and supports that. You don't have to go looking for what's not looking for you.
Yeah. Incredible. I feel like wise words. We just got to leave it right there. That's incredible. Thank you so much for joining us. Where can people follow along and see, you know, what you have coming up? Because people always get mad. They say you post things late. Like, they didn't know you were having this concert.
Hey, man, I ain't talking fast. You just listening slow. You hear me?
So where can everyone keep up with you so they know where you're performing?
I'm everywhere like air. You can Google me. You can follow me on Instagram. You could. Google is the best way. It'll lead you to everything, you know. This weekend, this Saturday, we got Docker Bay. I booked E40, we got Confunction, we got Baby Bad. It's a real Vallejo affair in Vallejo, California. So if y'all want to see me soon, I'm home.
Yeah, so don't say you didn't know, because you just said it right here on Live in the Bay. So Russell, thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy your $1,000 backyard experience, and happy birthday, because that's a celebration of your birthday.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Gratitude.
Gratitude to you. All right, to learn more about LaRussell and the $1,000 backyard experience and all of his performances that he has coming up, head to liveinthebay.tv. We will link his information there. All right, closing the divide and promoting digital opportunity across California. We're joined by Comcast and the San Bruno Education Foundation to chat how they are setting students up for success. And as we head to break, you can still answer the question of the day. Today we're asking, how much should you spend on an engagement ring, and does the price really matter? Let us know, and your answer could be read a little bit later in the show. Don't go anywhere. Live in the Bay is coming right back. Welcome back. Comcast is known for providing unparalleled products and services and backing organizations in the Bay Area like the San Bruno Education Foundation. Their partnership is leading the change in promoting digital opportunities. And here to tell us all about it, Tracy Mingo, the Vice President of Technical Operations, and Heather Latta, President of San Bruno Education Foundation. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me here.
Hello, how are you?
So excited to have you both here. Tell me a little bit about your partnership and what this means.
Well, maybe I can tell you a little bit first about the San Bruno Education Foundation. So the mission of the San Bruno Education Foundation is to be able to have all the students of the San Bruno Park School District have access to a quality and well-rounded education. You know, San Bruno, sometimes we're known as the airport city. We're right near SFO. located between San Francisco and Silicon Valley, these great technology and biotech centers all around. And we want our students to be able to have access to all of those types of technologies and really any types of programs that can light passion in education and learning for them. Historically, San Bruno has had an underfunded school district, and so SBEF really tries to fill the gaps to make sure our students can have access to exciting, enriching programming like in science and technology, arts and music, and also to support our teachers. And so just recently, we've partnered with Comcast they actually came out to one of our back-to-school barbecues, which is a great event that we have every year, which is even better this year because Comcast came out in force with volunteers to support us, and then also announced a $50,000 donation to our foundation at the event.
Yeah, and Tracy, tell me a little bit more about, why was it so important for you to partner and give this big donation?
Absolutely. So one of the things that I love about Comcast is when we come into a community, we come, we commit, and we show up. And one of the ways that we show up is not only to provide the best products and services, but also to really partner with the community and make a difference in the communities in which we serve. And one of the ways we did that was partnering with the San Bruno Education Foundation, and the investment that we made actually shows our passion around investing in the youth in the city of San Bruno. And the donation that we made is going to serve to unlock creativity and confidence and prepare the youth of San Bruno for the future.
Yeah, incredible. And Heather, you just mentioned this barbecue and just how big of an annual event this is. Why is this event so important to the community?
Well, it really gets to kick off the school year. We missed all of our friends from the school community over the summer. We get to start off the school year in a big way. So it's our 4th year that we did it this year. We have activities, we have food. One big thing that we also provide is free fingerprinting for parents who want to volunteer in schools to meet that state requirement to do that. And we really want to be able to support them in doing that. This year, the barbecue was really even better than ever because we had a number of Comcast volunteers who came to support the activities, as well as lots of free goodies and snacks for the attendees. And the barbecue itself is one of the key, it's a key example of one of our 4 focus areas, which is building community within our school district. Our other focus areas are music and arts, STEM, and supporting our students and teachers. And we're really excited about Comcast really coming out and supporting the STEM focus area in particular.
Yeah, absolutely. And Tracy, I want to talk a little bit about that because you, have been on the show and you've talked about the importance of STEM education, and why is this so personal for you?
It's personal. It's important. So technology is advancing at such a rapid pace, and I know that when I was building my career, being exposed to STEM at a younger age is what sparked my interest in technology and laid the foundation for my career and where I am today. And it's important to invest in children now and expose them to STEM, see where we spark interest, and have a hand in the future leaders in technology down the road. And again, Comcast is really good about making a decision and being intentional about investing in tomorrow's leaders today.
Yeah, incredible. It's really going to make a big difference. Yeah. And Heather, I want to talk about the difference that this big donation is going to make. What are some of the programs and things that students can get involved in?
That's a great question. We have a number of programs that we support, from after-school drama to the music program. Arts in the Class is one big program that this donation in particular is going to support is our Lego Robotics program, which is a much beloved program for our 5th through 8th graders. And they get to really dive in and learn lots of different skills all together. They get to play with Legos and build off the love of that and the engineering there. There's coding of robots, so building technology skills there. And they also work in teams, so they build collaboration skills. They're working on challenges to build critical thinking skills. And so this is a big program that this donation will go to helping to grow even more.
Tracy, anything else you want to add there?
No, I'm just excited about the partnership, and again, you know, just our commitment to the community of San Bruno and just the future of the students.
Yes, for anyone that's watching, especially if they live in San Bruno and they're thinking about getting Comcast Xfinity services, what should they do?
Oh, so what we should do if you're interested in getting Xfinity is, first of all, let me share that we are in the process of building out our network in San Bruno now, and we're being very strategic about it. So what folks should know is that every household will not switch over at the same time. So I would ask folks to please watch your mail, and you'll receive a letter about 30 days before it's time for you to cut over to Xfinity. And once you receive that letter, it will give you information about your pricing and the Xfinity pricing as it compares to your CityNet pricing. And then I encourage everyone to please give us a call. There should be a number on the screen below here shortly. Give us a call, scan the QR code, because what we really want to do is dispatch one of our wonderful technicians to your home and make sure that your transition is as smooth as possible. And anyone in the community of San Bruno that's curious can also go to xfinity.com/San Bruno for up-to-date information on what's happening in San Bruno with Xfinity.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us here to share a little bit more about your partnership and how you're investing, you know, into our students in San Bruno. So thank you both so much.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, of course. To learn more, you can also head to california.comcast.com, and we will also link all of the information there on our website. When we come back, time to join the Ohana. We look back at our time with the cast of Disney's live-action Lilo and Stitch movie as we celebrate the movie's streaming release. Don't go anywhere. Live in the Bay. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Live in the Bay. I'm Jessica Wills. Still to come in the show, how to take your summer fall fashion trends into fall. We chat with Shop the City on how to easily transition your wardrobe. Plus, the West Oakland Cultural Activation Action Network is uplifting Black neighborhoods through grassroots activism. We're chatting how you can get involved honoring Black changemakers with their new walking tour. But first, let's see what you had to say about our question of the day today. We are asking, how much should you spend on an engagement ring? We were chatting about Taylor Swift's ring earlier, so we want to know, does the price really matter? And I'm excited to get to our viewers' answers. Earlier, my answer was, you know what? The ring does and doesn't matter. I think what matters most is the love between the couple and making sure that you're finding the perfect partner that will complement you for the rest of your life, right? But of course, at the end of the day, people are going to have opinions about the ring. So let's get to our viewer answers. This one comes from Jacqueline from Vallejo, who says about $3,500. And no, the price doesn't matter as long as the ring looks good and it fits. All right, I like that answer. Yeah, that's right around the average. It said the average cost is in that ballpark. So you're right. As long as it fits, it looks good. And I love that answer, Jacqueline. Thank you for that. Let's bring in our next viewer. This one comes from Abigail from Colma, who says, half of his salary because I'm worth it. Yeah, we're going to have people that feel this way, right? There's no limit. The limit does not exist on the ring is what a lot of women are going to say, of course. So, you know what? If you're worth it and he thinks so, then hey, you might just get a ring looking like Taylor Swift's, right? Abigail, thanks for that. Let's bring in our next viewer. This one comes from Mason from San Leandro, who said, don't care if it's a rubber band, ring pop, or a diamond the size of Texas. It's all about the love. You know what? I agree. At the end of the day, this is what it's about. You know, girls are going to want their big rings. Guys are going to say it's all about the love. So you got to find what works for your relationship. And these are all great answers, kind of saying everything on the spectrum, right? Thank you for these answers. Thank you for everyone who sent in these answers. You can always interact with us on our viewer voice. We post it every day on our website and Instagram. We post it here as well, Live in the Bay TV. So we love to hear from you. It's one of our favorite parts of this show to get to chime in with all of you guys, hear from you. Scan the QR code, and you can go to our social media pages as well. We love to interact with you. It's one of our favorite parts here on Live in the Bay. All right, the Disney fan favorite animated film Lilo and Stitch stole hearts once again when its live-action remake hit the box office earlier this year. Jada Montez caught up with some of the cast and crew at San Diego Comic-Con. Let's take a look.
I'm Pushford, a best friend. It's been amazing that I get to act with someone that's not actually there because I get to imaginate, which is much more fun. I just loved to imaginate when I was a little kid, so yeah.
No. Control him. Hey, what are you doing?
I love that as a mature woman, you know, what's it, 23 years later that I'm doing this movie, that I get to step into the role of mentor to the Nani that I used to be, you know, and even from our first conversation with Sydney, she's asking me for advice on how to play Nani. I said, after 2 seconds of speaking with her, I'm like, you are powerful. You have it all within you, girl. You just believe in that and trust in that. And, you know, it's great to get to be a mentor in the film as well in real life.
He's so cute and fluffy.
He is your responsibility. Got it.
We promise.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was a blessing. One of the first things that I did was go and talk to Tia, and I think letting her kind of give me that, like, passing the generations and that blessing to kind of take on my own interpretation has been amazing, and I was just excited to tell the story of a caretaker and a sister because I understand that from that side, so I was excited to shed that light.
I mean, from day one, you know, back when I was working with Chris Sanders and Dean DeBlois, you know, they asked me, how would you say goodbye to your sister in Hawaiian? What's a phrase that you would use? And so I got to suggest, you know, aloha oi, singing the song from Queen Liliuokalani. They were interested in, you know, putting the fingerprints on her and making it real and authentic. And I said, you know, the pidgin English that we speak in Hawaii, like when you talk like this, hey, brah, you like, go eat some. Oh, yeah, I'm grinds. I like go grinds, but no more money, alas. You know, it's like all that stuff that you wouldn't know unless you were actually from there. It was great that they wanted to include all that.
Keeping this thing.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind
or forgotten.
I think the heart and soul is there just as bright as it was in the original, and I'm excited because we get to showcase more of the reality that comes with those struggles as, you know, as a sisterhood who's being pulled apart by social works, and I think that we're also exploring more of the real Hawaiian culture and community by expanding the family beyond blood in that way, so it's cool.
The young actress in this film is just so cute. I can't get enough of her. Just over 3 months after its theatrical release, you can now watch Lilo and Stitch on Disney Plus if you want to check it out. When we come back, it's time to take your summer looks into fall styles. Shop the City is sharing her secrets to transition your wardrobe for the cooler months ahead. And as we head to break, here's a live look outside. Stay right there. Live in the Bay is coming right back. Shop the City's Sarah Brandt knows a thing or two about fashion. She joined us to chat about summer trends and how you can easily incorporate even just a little pops of these new trends to refresh your wardrobe and transition them into fall.
So these are a great summer sandal, no pedicure needed. They are inspired by Portugal, which is a huge destination right now. And they're just an easy, comfortable shoe that you can wear with almost anything.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, what can you wear them with? So you can literally wear these with anything?
I think so. I almost wore some today. They were a perfect brown that matched this.
Yeah.
Went with a different color. I think you can wear them with the trending trousers. You can wear them with shorts. You can kind of elevate jeans with them and have that little rounded toe and the little bit of like skin poking out in those little details to kind of make it a little bit more summery, but it's still like practical enough that you can wear it to a more formal workplace or somewhere else and just feel comfortable and really not stress.
Okay, something else that I am seeing all over is the vest. People are just a vest and sweaters, tailored vests, kind of everywhere. So what do we need to know about this trend?
So I feel like the past year or two, it was all about the sweater vest. And this summer, we're really seeing a tailored vest. So something with buttons, whether it's a V-neck or a high neck, and we're wearing it mostly as a top on its own. But come fall, I love the idea of layering it over a t-shirt, over a tank top, or over a turtleneck as it gets really cold.
Yeah, long sleeve you can add, and I didn't even think about that. Look at you already thinking ahead with the summer trends. Love that. And then you can mix and match this as well. I think I've seen, right? You can kind of do this vest with different bottoms and change the look up that way.
Yeah, if you want to be more formal, you can totally do it with a matching blazer and trouser set. I've been seeing a lot of that around. I was just in Aritzia yesterday. They had some really cute ones. But I also love it if you were to do just a solid vest with some jean shorts or with a like denim pant, and then again doing it a little bit more casual, so you get that smart casual vibe of a really elevated, more corporate looking piece with really casual pieces, and that's really what we all need in the Bay Area.
Okay, fun. Well, let's talk about our next trend. I think that we have a picture here that we're going to pull up. This is the cargo details.
This is the barrel pants. So these are more of a horseshoe kind of silhouette, and this is from a San Francisco influencer, Kate Ogata, and I really love that they are more of like a rounded shape, so they're really baggy. You don't feel self-conscious. It's not super skinny or like sticking to you in that really hot heat, and it's just a fun piece that looks good in so many different body types.
And let me just say, don't shy away from these wide-legged jeans. I was just saying this the other day that, you know, putting them on, I just bought a pair and I put them on and I'm like, I feel dumb in these, I don't know. And now they're like my favorite jeans. Sarah has so many fashion tips. If you want to see any of her past interviews on our show or that full interview, it is on our website. Head to liveinthebay.tv. After the break, the West Oakland Cultural Action Network is uplifting Black neighborhoods through grassroots activism. They join us to talk live about the Black Liberation Walking Tour and how you can get involved. And as we head to break, here's a look at what you can catch tonight right here on KRON4. Stay right there. Live in the Bay is coming right back. Welcome back in. Focusing on missions that preserve and uplift the cultural, political, and economic and social conditions in the East Bay. That's what the nonprofit West Oakland Cultural Action Network aims to do with education community events. Joining us to tell us all about them are the founders, David Peters and Jacqueline Peters. Thanks for joining us here at Live in the Bay.
Thanks for having us, Jessica. Definitely appreciate the opportunity to be here today.
Yes, and you guys are doing some incredible work. So give me a little bit on the background of your organization.
No, absolutely. I'm a third-generation resident of West Oakland. I live next door to the house that I was born in property that my grandfather acquired in 1955. So really deep roots in the Hoover Foster neighborhood. It's very important that we continue to honor the people who have lived there and built so much culture there.
Yes, and so how are you guys doing that? What exactly are you doing?
Well, and so I was inspired to create the Black Liberation Walking Tour, which is a cultural asset map of the neighborhood that we live in now and that I was born into. That is a way to build community, because we certainly believe community building new connections with the people who live in our neighborhoods is very important to healthy communities.
Yeah, Jacqueline, I want to dive a little bit deeper into this tour and just kind of, you know, what it is and what it involves. So tell me, you know, maybe about one of the stops on the tour and who we're going to learn about on it.
Okay, but first of all, the tour is more than just history. It's culture, it's living experiences of people who lived in the neighborhood. So one of the tour stops is the home of Annette Miller, community activist whose home was almost repossessed by Deutsche Bank. She fought them off, and it's just a testament to the resilience of West Oakland, because Oakland is always known as resilience, resistance, and the start of a lot of initiatives that have gone across the world. And we've been so fortunate that on the last 3-4 stops, Ms. Miller was kind enough to come out and talk to participants. So it's not just we're seeing something online, but we actually are able to speak to, you know, people who are a part of the tour.
Yes, and why was it so important for you guys to create this tour, to give to the community, to learn about all of this and understand it?
You know, and so that's a really good question. I can think of multiple influences. Most importantly, this wasn't something that I think that I came up with. It was something that needed to come out. And I got really passionate about the project and just started talking to everybody. I mean, in certain ways, this is an homage to my grandparents who came out during the Great Migration when Oakland was only 8,000 black people and 3% black in 1940. And we're part of that huge wave of black southern rural migrants that really created the culture that Oakland is known for worldwide. Jackie and I we had an intergenerational group in our living room for an event one day. And my mom and some of her friends just started telling stories about the neighborhood. And it was like that old commercial. Everybody was like, and I was like, yeah, I was like, there's a need for this, there's a desire to hear more about this history. And there's certainly, I felt an obligation to help preserve and record these oral histories by folks who weren't going to be with us forever.
Yeah, it really is so cool when you sit down with somebody from the older generation, be it aunts, grandpas, grandparents, anyone that will just, you know, take the time to talk with you and hear a little bit of things that they went through, and just, oh, it's so warming, heartwarming to hear their stories. And you're right, so important. Jacqueline, I want to talk a little bit more about the tour. What are the dates coming up that people should be, you know, marking in their calendar to be able to participate?
The next, thank you for asking. The next tour date is this Saturday, September 6th, and this is the first public tour we've had this year. So we're looking forward to having a wide range of people come on the tour. But also, I just want to mention, David leads the tour. There's no script or anything. He speaks from his lived experience, and as you said, the passion, and so there's stories that he tells along the way. The breakfast program, which was started by the Black Panther, is the first stop, and he can remember when he was going to school and the breakfast program started. So, you know, a beneficiary of the breakfast program. And so as we walk with people, they're able to not only hear about the history, but live, just to see in our neighborhood how many important black figures lived in our neighborhood. Seal Dellums, Delilah Beasley, people who a lot of, you know, younger generation are not aware of. So we bring these stories and they come to life as we walk along the tour.
Yeah, very, very cool. And David, I want to make sure that we touch on this really quickly because you guys are doing some other important work. Tell me about the other work that you're doing.
WOCAN is involved in the Oakland Allied Knowledge for Climate Justice. We're doing community engagement for a $500 million clean port initiative to help improve air quality in West Oakland. Childhood asthma rates in West Oakland are the highest in California. Life expectancy at birth is 15 years lesser than in the Oakland Hills. A lot of this is due to environmental pollution and particulate matter. So we're working with the port. We're working with a couple other environmental justice initiatives because we believe in healthy communities as a foundation for equity.
Incredible. For anyone that's listening and wants more information or to, you know, get involved somehow with you guys, how can they do that?
You can find us on socials at thewocan.org. Our website is blwt.org. We'll have one more public Black Liberation Walking Tour the first Saturday in October. And then we do lots of private tours for schools, corporations, nonprofits, and other entities that want to come out and bring their people out to experience a true taste of Oakland culture.
Okay, well, wonderful. Thank you guys so much for being here today and sharing all about what you're doing.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks
for having
us. Of course. To learn more about the West Oakland Cultural Action Network's upcoming Black Liberation Walking Tour, head to liveinthebay.tv. We'll link their information there. Stay right here. After the break, we'll have a look at what's coming up tomorrow on the show. But first, here's what you can catch tonight right here on KRON4. Stay with us. Live in the Bay. We'll be right back. Thank you guys so much for watching. So fun to be back with you all today. If you miss anything, you can find it on our website. Head to liveinthebay.tv. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.